Good morning and welcome to today's Daily Word. I'd like you to join me for our time together and, of course, our ongoing journey together through Scripture and the Daily Word and how it guides us in our lives, what it means for us. I was appreciative that you join me and carve out time to be with me. Today's Daily Word number 686 as we continue this long journey together and share our lives together. So it's a beautiful day out this morning, so hopefully you enjoy all that goes along with that. So I've chosen for our scripture this morning from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 25. Maybe some of the hardest words that we could hear from Jesus in scripture that really challenges our sense of being and who we are and that we're in charge and what any of that might mean. So just this one verse, and we hear this morning. Whoever desires to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for me shall save it. So Jesus understands as he's sharing in these words with those who will listen, um, the compulsion, the human compulsion for us to make a mark. And to make a mark in life means, often it means to be successful. It means to live as long as we can, the best that we can, to hold on for dear life, um, sometimes even bypassing death if we possibly could. Um, it seems that Jesus understands us, that we are often compelled in life to prove something. I'm here, I'm important, I matter, I am right, sometimes even at the expense of some truthful existence. But Jesus reminds us in this text that life is really only appreciated when we place ourselves in the proper perspective. First of all, that we are not immortal, that we have to come to grips with our own mortality, that we don't live forever. I think Jesus really wants to challenge us in that respect. So if we can come to grips with that, and if we can wrestle with what Jesus has to say about that, then the scripture for us can make sense. Then we can live authentically given the life that we have. We accept that we're finite, that we're fragile in life, and that we have to realize then that sometimes our ego driven existence is really insufficient. So Jesus says to us, look, if you desire to save your life, you'll lose it. And you won't accomplish all that you hoped to. But if you lose your life for me, then you will find it. You'll find it being flourished and abundant and all the things that God would hope for us. Now, I know in life, we've always been, since the beginning of time, probably wanting somehow to climb the corporate ladder, wanting to be better than our neighbor, wanting to satisfy our deepest desires in life, wanting just to make a difference no matter what we do. We really do struggle with it. Look, I'm here. I matter. I matter. Does anyone notice me? Look, I'm right. I've been right all this whole time. I know. I get stuck in that as well. It's a deep challenge where we find ourselves in the midst of this. But then Jesus says, look, you really do live finite lives. And if we grasp a hold of that, then we can use what we have to share our lives with others. Jesus, I think, reminds us that we can only truly live when we realize how precious and fleeting life is. And it's true for us. So in our world, that struggles with me first and wanting to be the best and wanting to be on top and wanting to be great, whatever the catchphrases are in our current time, whatever those are, Jesus challenges us. Look at your life, look at it fully, put aside ego if we can, and that's hard, and our own self centered nature, and that's hard as well, and live our lives to the benefit of others and to share it the very best that we can. It's hard. We have we have so much going on in life, right? We have so much that demands our attention. It just does. But here we are in the season of Lent, and we've not really talked about giving up anything in the season of Lent. I'm not very good at that, and some people like to add things. And I said early on in Lent, look, I just can't add anything else. I'm to capacity. This morning, trying to schedule with my confirmation families. We can't meet on Wednesday because we have our Lent Wednesday night. So trying to schedule with my confirmation families the times to meet. Wow, what a challenge. They're they're crazy busy, and trying to narrow it down, the time that I can just spend 90 minutes with them is a challenge, and part of me got a little frustrated this morning, not with them, but with just all that life demands. But then we narrow it down and we continue conversation. I think it's going to work on a particular day. Um, and then I'm reminded that, I have with these four young ladies a small window. And it's going to require another night of me to be gone. But I have this small window. And I can say, let my ego get in the way, or I can say, okay, here we go. I have this small window. May 28th is when they're confirmed. So here it is. And maybe that's where God really wants us to be in life. Um, just to use what we have to make a difference in the lives of others, and then to share our lives with those around us. Whoever desires to save their life will lose it. Whoever loses their life for me shall find it. Oh, if we could all just find life, abundant life, life that's shared with others, what a difference we could make in the world. So, thanks for joining me for our time together today. Um, Maybe together we can figure out how we do this better with each other and share our lives with each other. Know of God's love that surrounds you this day. Hope you'll plan to join us tomorrow night for our first Lent Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. Um, and we'll share food and conversation, learning around the table. Know of my love for you as well, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.